Hi, I'm Jennifer Bourne of jenniferbourne.com, and I'm happy you're here because today we are talking about how to explain to clients what design approval actually means. Let me tell you about Michael. Michael was a tough web design client. He was really busy, too busy to really pay close attention to what I asked him during our work together. When we reached design approval, I was thrilled to be done with the design process. Design approval meant that the website was done, that it was locked down, and I was ready to hand the project off to the development team. Now, just to be safe, I confirmed design approval with the client over the phone after getting it by email, reminding him that this meant design revisions were over and complete and no more revisions were going to be made within our contract. Then a week later, I received an email from Michael with more revisions to the website design. He had shown the approved drafts to a friend, and that friend had some opinions. Thankfully, my contract allows for 3 rounds of revisions, which we had already reached, and it stipulates the process for what happens if you need extra revisions after design approval. Early on in my freelance business, what came next could have gone one of 3 ways, right? The client would either get mad and demand I do the revisions at no extra charge. The client would get really frustrated at the extra charge and try to negotiate it down, or the client would understand and pay the extra fee. I never knew which I was going to get. Implementing a client management system in my business changed all that. Now, with the systems I have in place, clients know exactly what to expect. They know what the process will be, what's coming next. They know that if they make a request outside of our contract boundaries, how it's going to be handled, how the process is going to work, and what that means. The addition of a client management system into my business changed everything in terms of the relationships with my clients because we both knew exactly where the project was at all times. We both knew exactly what was coming next, and we both knew what to expect if something went off the rails a little bit, if they needed more revisions than what was allotted in the contract, if they need to make revisions after design approval for some reason, if the scope of work needs to change. Now, once I had those systems in place, revisions became extra revisions, right? Revisions outside the scope of work became more of a positive experience. With Michael, I was able to say, sure, we can do these revisions for you, but they're outside the scope of our contract. You had already given design approval, so we'll need to go back on the clock. Let me get you over a change order, and it'll explain the budget and the timeline implications. And he was happy to pay for that because he knew exactly what to expect. Now, today, I'm sharing with you a design approval explanation email that I use in my business. It is part of Profitable Project Plan, the business training course that I run for designers and developers. We cover an enormous amount of client communication on everything from the initial sales call all the way through post-site follow-up. We cover lead generation, recurring revenue strategies, branding, all of the things, right? And this is one little tiny piece of that. And I'm excited to share that with you today. This email communicates how important it is that they share their design drafts with all other stakeholders in their business, that they share those design drafts with everyone who needs to have a say, and they collect that feedback before sending us their revisions. That way they can make the most out of the rounds of revisions that they have allotted in the contract. It also tells them what design approval actually means. That at the most basic level, it's moving their project from our design team to our development team, right? It's moving it from working with the designers on the visual look and feel to the developers on how it is actually built and the core structure. It tells them that design approval locks it in as it is. And at this point, no more changes can be made to the design without incurring extra fees. But we also reassure them that this doesn't mean that they can't ever make another change. This doesn't mean that in case something happens and they need to make a change, they're not locked in forever. It just means that any changes from this point forward will require a change order and an additional fee, right? So it just sets that clear expectation of what happens if, right? That way we're both on the same page and there's no surprise later. We also give them an idea of how long the development of their site is going to take. That way they know kind of what to expect in terms of timeline there. So take a look at that email. If you don't have one like this that educates your clients on what design approval means, swipe this and plug it right into your business. It is a tool that is super useful, and I found it really, really helpful with my clients to make sure that they feel confident giving design approval, that they're not worried about what if I miss something, or what if I need something else later, right? It just helps them feel more confident and comfortable to move the project forward, knowing that if they do need to make changes, how that's going to be handled. So again, take a look at the email. You're free to use it however you want. And if you want more resources like this, scripts, templates, ebooks, systems, processes, call frameworks, you name it, head on over to Profitable Project Plan. You can find all the details at jenniferbourne.com. Just click on Profitable Project Plan in the menu and you'll find everything that you need to know, from the 35 live training and Q&A questions to the expert interviews and the amazing bonuses. You can see what Profitable Project Plan is all about and whether it's a fit for your business. So thanks so much for being here today. Again, I'm Jennifer Bourne, and until next time, have a great day.